Hello students, in the last video we have seen in the human health and disease the first part of the viral disease. So in this video we will see the viral disease, that is the second part of the viral disease of the chapter human health and disease. So the next disease that is the rabies. It's also a type of viral disease. So what happened in this viral disease? See, commonly this rabies, this is also known as hydrophobia. So what is the meaning of hydrophobia? Phobia means it's hating, or hydro means water. So that individual will start to hate water. That means in this condition the individual cannot properly able to drink water. He will have fear of water. So why this type of condition appears? See, first of all, it is caused by the pathogen, the virus, that is rhabdovirus. Now, what is the transmission? How it will transmit to humans? See, normally it is present in the animals like dogs, cat, jackal, wolves, etc. Now, what happens if that animal bites or have just scratch on your skin, on your body, that comes in contact with your blood vessel, then that virus will enter inside your body. So whenever it enters inside your body, that is the time when it enters. And after 10 days up to 1 year, that time period is the incubation period of the rhabdovirus. So the incubation period of the virus is around 10 days, from 10 days up to 1 year. So within that period of time, the virus start to proliferate and it will start to show the symptom. So the first symptom will appear after 10 days, right from the 10 days up to 1 year, it can show its symptom. So what are the symptoms? What include the symptoms? First of all, that individual will have high fever. Then after that, he will not able to swallow food. So that food will include even water, because he will not able to drink water. That's why that disease is also known as hydrophobia. So what happened in this disease? That individual, this region, the mouth part and the pharynx as well as in the larynx region, he will not have any control. So constantly he will have salivation also. He will not able to control that saliva. Now the next condition, that alternate period of excitement and depression. That means in some period of time he will have excessive excitement and after some time he will feel depressed. So this is actually caused by the destruction of the central nervous system. So in the brain part, in the brain, the parts, the brain as well as the spinal cord, the whole central nervous system will start to destroy. And that's why this disease is 100% fatal. Remember, this disease is 100% fatal. That means if that individual suffer from rabies, he will die. So what is the main cause, how we can able to get rid of that disease or that virus? That we do not have any type of vaccine. The vaccine is available to the animals. That means the immunization to the cat and dog population should be available. Then only it is possible that we can get rid of that virus. So what happened to the cat and dog population? The antiviral, that anti-rabies, that drug should be given, injected. Then if it bites, then also the disease, that means that dog will not have the disease. So if it bites also, we will not able to catch that disease. So what happens? This is the condition, disease. The disease is rabies. It is also known as hydrophobia. Now come to the next disease. What is the next disease? That is dengue fever. It was completely also a dangerous disease in Delhi in around 3-4 years back. It caused actually several deaths. What is the reason? See, dengue fever, it's actually caused by a virus. This is a arbovirus. Arbovirus means this virus is caused by a arthropod. Now what is that arthropod? This is mosquito, female mosquito. What female mosquito? Aedes mosquito. So Aedes mosquito is also known as tiger mosquito because it is going to have some stripes on the body. We can see some stripes, black, then white, black, white. That type of stripes are present in the abdomen. So it's also known as the tiger mosquito. It is the female Aedes aegypti. This mosquito can carry that virus. That means it is a vector of the virus. So whenever that female mosquito, the female Aedes mosquito bites, then what happens? It will enter into our body. So what is the pathogen? This pathogen is a arbovirus. The name of the virus is flaviriovirus. So it is a arbovirus. So what happens? See, what are the types of this disease, dengue fever? We have two types of disease. One is classical dengue fever, another is hemorrhagic dengue fever. So normally classical is seen, but if the individual suffer from hemorrhagic type of dengue fever, it is very difficult to recover. So the incubation period of dengue virus, this is within 3 to 7 days. That virus, after the entry inside the human body, it will start to show its symptom. So in classical dengue fever, what happens? See, these are the symptoms. First of all, you will have abrupt high fever. You will have pain in the frontal lobe. That means here, the frontal lobe, only in the head region, the frontal lobe of the cerebral hemisphere, in this region you will have fever, and also you will fever on the back of the eye. So constant fever he will have. Along with that, he will also have loss of appetite as well as taste. That means he will lose actually the sense. So the sensation of taste and appetite, that will be lost. So due to that, the individual will not able to, that means he will not feel hungry, or he will not able to take any taste of the food. Okay, so he will lose appetite and taste. Along with that, he will also have difficulty in breathing. He will not able to properly breathe, and along with that, the other symptoms will include nausea. Okay, so nausea also can occur. He will have also vomiting. So that individual will also have, he can also get faint. This is nausea. He will have actually the head, he will not able to control his that sense. Okay, so he will feel faint, and along with that, vomiting is also one very common symptom. So this is what happened in the classical dengue fever. In the next time, this is the hemorrhagic, that means in that bleeding occurs. This is hemorrhagic dengue fever. So in that type of dengue fever, what is the symptom? Constant bleeding will occur. He will have bleeding from the nose, from the mouth, as well as from the skin. If the skin is start to, suppose if you rub the skin, then also from the skin the blood start to appear. Whenever that individual, suppose take a brush in the teeth, from the gums also the blood will start to occur. So this is a very common symptom, and along with that, it will also include other symptoms. What are they? That he will have frequent vomiting, then excessive thirst, then restlessness, difficulty in breathing. So these are the symptoms that will be present in the condition, that is in hemorrhagic type of dengue fever. Till now, there is no vaccine available for dengue fever. There is no vaccine available. Okay, so that is about the disease, that is dengue fever. Let us come to the next type of viral disease. Also one thing, just see what happened in the next disease, that is chikungunya. In chikungunya, the disease is also caused by another type of virus, and that virus we can also call it as the chikungunya virus. So this word actually, that chikungunya, that means doubled up. So what is the meaning of doubled up? See, doubled up means in this disease the patient actually, what happened to the patient, he will have crippling joint pain, and due to the severe joint pain he will not able to properly step. So whenever he walks, he will skip the steps and he will jump to the next step. And because of what, actually this word that actually is a native African word. So this is the meaning doubled up. That means the individual who is suffering from chikungunya, he will have just the skipping of the steps, and it seems like he is jumping the steps. So this is the meaning of chikungunya. Now to see the mode of transmission. The mode of transmission is the same, that the female Aedes mosquito or the tiger mosquito can transmit the disease. It is not the disease causing organism. It is just a vector. It transmits. Okay, so that virus will transmit from the Aedes mosquito's body to human body. So what are the symptoms? The symptoms include sudden onset of fever. He will have suddenly fever. That means first of all he will be normal. Suddenly the temperature will goes very high, and after some time it will be also normal. Once again normal. After some time once again suddenly he will have fever. That will be very high fever. So that is the sudden onset of fever. Then crippling joint pains. Joint pain is already there. Conjunctivitis. Then lymphadenopathy. That type of symptoms are shown in this condition, that is chikungunya. So for chikungunya also there is no vaccines there available. See, we can have only that control. That control will be, just do not let the grow of the mosquito. So we should not actually have any water that is depositing somewhere in the plastics or in nearby any water reservoirs. We should not allow the reserve water, so that the mosquito can give the egg and the larvae can transform into adults. So there is only one prevention we can do, that do not let the mosquitoes population grow. So this is one condition. Similarly, if you see in case of the earlier disease, that is in case of dengue fever, also same thing, that for that disease also there is no vaccine available. So what we can do, that do not allow the mosquitoes growth. So how can you stop, how can you able to stop the mosquitoes growth? Just do not allow the water to be reserved somewhere in the suppose in a tire or in the water, any plastic container or anywhere. Do not allow just the water that is stagnant. If it is suppose a river, then nothing will happen, but just do not let the water to get deposit or just reserve and it is stagnant. So this is the condition. But yes, what happened in the earlier disease, in the dengue fever, no vaccine available. In chikungunya also no vaccine is available. But yes, in the dengue fever, what happened, that yes, though where there is no vaccine, then also some type of drugs like paracetamol, which we take for the normal fever, it is actually prescribed by the doctors, that paracetamol can work against that dengue fever. But yes, there should be no aspirin or dispirin. Dispirin tablet, which is very normal, we have seen it. This dispirin tablet or aspirin should not be taken, because it can be fatal to the individual. So that two drugs, that is dispirin and aspirin, for the disease dengue should be completely avoided. And if we want to take any type of drugs, then he can go for only the paracetamol drug. So that tablet he can take under doctor's prescription only. But what happened in chikungunya, there is no vaccination available. It was the virus first extracted in 1952 in Tanzania from the patient body. So that is the disease chikungunya. This is actually common in the second and third world countries where the mosquitoes population is very high. So last disease in the viral disease part, we will come to hepatitis. So as the word says, hepatitis, it is somehow related to the liver. So in the hepatitis disease, what happened? The individual will have the liver damage or inflammation of the liver, or the liver cirrhosis or liver cancer. So this include the liver damage. So that's why it is known as hepatitis. So it is caused by a number of viruses. See, hepatitis can be of 5 different types. What are they? See, hepatitis A virus, hepatitis B virus, hepatitis C virus, hepatitis D virus, and hepatitis E virus. Yes, in medical exam, in one exam it came, what is the full form of HAV? Remember, it is hepatitis A virus. See, the causative organism for all kinds of hepatitis, that are different. So what is the causative organism of hepatitis A virus? That is a single-stranded RNA. So the mode of transmission, how it will transmit to the individual, through the fecal-oral. That means, suppose a patient have this hepatitis A virus, through the utensil or through the fecal matter, it can transmit from one person to the next person. Now, what happened in that hepatitis A virus, that in that condition, that individual will have inflammation of the liver. He will have liver problem, but yes, there may be possible that it is not that much fatal. Okay, so he will have swelling of the liver. So due to what he will have this condition, that is hepatitis A. Now, there is no vaccination available for hepatitis A virus. After that, come to the next type of virus, that is hepatitis B. So you can see hepatitis B, it is caused by a virus. This is a double-stranded DNA virus. This double-stranded DNA virus will transmit from one person to the next person through the sexual contact or from the blood. That means it is present in the blood and the genital fluid. So due to blood transfusion or due to the sexual contact, it can transmit from one person to the next person. So in this hepatitis B disease, what happened? The patient will have, first of all, inflammation of the liver. Gradually, he will have liver cirrhosis. That means the liver cells that get destroyed, and whenever they will have destruction of the liver, gradually what happened? That damaged region of the liver, that will be converted into a fibrous part. So the fibers start to fill up that gap, or they will fill up that empty space, and gradually it will cause liver cirrhosis. The individual will have hard liver, where the liver cells or the hepatocytes will no longer be activated. That part will get hardened, and after some time it can cause also liver cancer. It is also fatal disease. But yes, there is a good news that in case of this hepatitis B virus, the vaccination is available, and that vaccination is a second generation vaccination. Now, what is first generation vaccination? What is second generation vaccination? I will tell you whenever we'll proceed the chapter in the part that is vaccination. What is vaccination? Types of vaccination we'll see. But for now, just remember that in case of hepatitis B virus, the available vaccination is second generation vaccination. Now come to the next type of viral that is hepatitis, that is hepatitis C virus. It is also transmitted through the blood or sexual contact. The causative organism is a single-stranded RNA. This single-stranded RNA transmit also from one person to the next person through the transfusion of blood or from the sexual contact. And yes, in this condition, that is C virus, this hepatitis C virus, also it is a type disease having the symptoms similar to that hepatitis B virus. That means in C virus also the individual, the patient will have liver cirrhosis and the liver cancer. But yes, there is no vaccination available for hepatitis C, and also what happened, it is more dangerous than that of that hepatitis B virus. So comparison to hepatitis C patient from hepatitis B patient, that C patient will be a little bit more dangerous because he have more possibility to die. Next one, come to hepatitis D virus. It is caused by a single stranded RNA. It will also transfer through the blood transfusion as well as from sexual contact. In this condition also the individual will have liver cirrhosis and liver cancer. So this is the hepatitis D, and the last type of hepatitis strain we can call, that is the hepatitis E virus. So in this hepatitis E virus, what happened, the genome is a single stranded RNA, the causative organism is a single stranded RNA, and the mode of transfusion is the oral or fecal contact. That means through, suppose a patient having that virus, he will use a utensil. If it is used by some another healthy person also, he will also catch that virus through the fecal contact. That means if a person having that virus is using the bathroom or that washroom, and the same washroom is used by some another person too, then also this virus can transmit to the other person. So this is the hepatitis E virus. So in this condition, it is not that deadly or it is not that dangerous, but yes, it also can cause liver inflammation, or in that condition also liver damage can be seen. And whenever that liver damage occurs, obviously you will have problem in the digestion related problems, difficulties. You will not able to properly digest. This type of condition will appear. So yes, that is about hepatitis, and yes, we have completed all the viral diseases. So this is up to the viral disease, 11 type of viral diseases we have seen. In next video, we will see the other type of diseases caused by other type of pathogen. So till now, these are the different viral diseases. Thank you.